So we've got double wheel spins here. We spin once and then we spin a second time, and we have to get 2 challenges that can be combined together. So our first one is Diet Debbie. Okay, so we can only use Debbie, and we have to end the game with 9 or more vitamins, which is fine. I know the route through actually getting through the forest when I'm with a slow counselor, I might get myself lost. Diet Debbie and Diet Debbie. Cannot do a Diet Debbie and Diet Debbie. Can't do a Diet Debbie in full participation because Diet Debbie means we can only use Debbie, and full participation is everybody. Can't do a Diet Debbie and no jumping because you can't get vitamins without jumping. Afraid of the Dark. We can do Diet Debbie and Afraid of the Dark. Oh! We can do it, but I gotta be really careful in the forest because there are these things called wolves in the forest. In trying to collect all 7 vitamins in the forest while you're getting chased by... I'm gonna have to keep a zombie on the screen. Oh, that is horrible. 2 green challenges, and it's gonna turn out like this. The challenges are color-coded by difficulty. So let's change this. We got Diet Debbie. Why is the T big? I mean, I know why it's big, but it shouldn't be. And we have Afraid of the Dark. Why can't I type? Afraid of the Dark. There we go. That wasn't so difficult. Try to center these a little better. Move you over. Alright, Diet Debbie and Afraid of the Dark. Hey Emilio, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The wheel is all of the different challenges that I consider something that we could put on the wheel. Like some of them I'm not gonna do camp cleanup because that's like a 2 to 3 hours where I have to collect every single item in the game. But these are all different challenges that I've done over the years since I started doing challenges. So we spin the wheel, we combine 2 of them that can be mixed, and we try to beat the game with those 2. Hey Matthew, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Diet Debbie Dead Rising. Ooh, that would really suck. Trying to do a Diet Debbie with Dead Rising? Oh, why are you way over here? Let's at least look at the layout, try to figure out where everybody is. Actually, you know what? I don't care where everybody else is. My hope here is that Jason starts running into other counselors and maybe kills everybody, and I can just start doing fights to the death once we get Debbie's machete. I mean Debbie's torch. All right, 1 vitamin. Actually, let's jump into the cave and get a second one here quick. Just go in here and grab her key too. All right, so we got 2 vitamins. Yeah, basically, other counselors, they only exist for Jason to kill. Uh-oh. Look at Debbie there, dodging Jason. No damage on the path. Why am I running this way? Debbie, you're so slow. All right, 3 vitamins. Yeah, we'll kick him out of... We'll save the kids this round. Then we'll go get our torch while he's going through the forest route. That's right, 43 seconds. Well, I like I like to kind of keep things a little more random. Though I guess I could do that with some of the some of the non-specific counselor ones. But I kind of like to look at the seed and figure out who I want to use based on the seed. Sometimes it's Mark, sometimes it's Chrissy, only Laura if I'm forced. Okay, so the kids are safe. The AVGN video on this game is hilarious. I just remember when... oh wait, it's afraid of the dark! What am I doing? This is actually good. Debbie is in a very good start. I forgot that I have to make it dark. How can you be afraid of the dark when it's still light out? My brain is not functioning here. There we go. Now it's dark. And Jason is killing someone. Perfect. So my gigantic failure there actually might turn out to be beneficial. All right, so we've got our note. Do I want to get the torch first? Yeah, we'll get the torch first. Or at least the torch note. Yeah, if I don't remember to make it dark on day 2 and 3, then it's a failed challenge on one that should be relatively easy. Actually, we'll save that. Because we go up. We go left a little bit, then we go right. Gotta keep these zombies on the screen. Because if the zombies leave, then we start dealing with wolves. Then we do a full loop. That's exactly why I didn't get the torch yet. Oh, why'd you spawn back here? This would probably be smarter to do on day 2 or 3 when the zombies are faster. I really hope there's another counselor in the cave loop. Alright, then we go to the left. And it of course appears behind us. We keep going to the left. There we go. Now we go right and down. And boom, we're out. And we've got 7 of the 9 minimum vitamins that we need. Oh, let's actually look at the layout here for a sec. Oh, I was hoping there'd be another counselor that he's hitting over there. That would have been awesome. Because if you get to 2 or less, Jason will just start fighting to the death. Okay, so that's 9 vitamins. Or 8. So let's go over here. We'll get 9 and 10. Yeah, it's always good when he gets noodles first. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So we have enough vitamins. I'd still like to get a couple more. Is there another one over this way? Yes, there is. Perfect. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can beat him over to the right side of the lake. Left side of the lake. Hey, Dark Assassin, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hey, just a little faster, Debbie. Made it. All right, now we wait here. We'll get a nice quick path fight in on Jason when he arrives. Then we'll go to the lake. Okay. Thought you'd be, well, I mean, he was in the top right of the lake, so top right of the cave. 11 hits. Let's go. So what we do here is, since it's night, the crow spawns after 2 zombies. So if you scroll the screen in the opposite direction of the way you want to go, in this case I want to go right, so I scroll it to the left. The game puts the crow in front of you and I let it get too close so it dove. But normally, if you're not stupid about that, you have a very easy time. Because Jason shows up at 43 and 33, so you can completely block him from showing up if you just don't let the crow get too close. Alright, so he's on the cave, he's going into the forest now. Big Pop, that's Scott Steiner, isn't it? Hey Gordon, welcome in, hope you're having a good Wednesday. I should not be just going here with Debbie, especially since he's not attacking anyone there, but I guess we'll walk around here. Don't want to chase him into the South Forest. He's already got way too much of a lead. Is there anybody in this cabin? Rats. Okay, so Chrissy's there. See, part of me wants to just let him go ahead, kill Chrissy, and then meet him after, so I've only got one more counselor that he has left to kill. But that's a whole minute of waiting while I'm just standing here. Well, I guess he's in there now, so I want to go to the lake, to the cave, and grab those extra vitamins, but that's really far off. So I guess we'll just wait here. Week went pretty well. It was very hectic because I was the only adult in the house, but my wife had the time of her life on the cruise, and that's what's really important. And then this weekend, Saturday, well, gone Saturday into Sunday, for my youngest daughter has her second to last cheer competition. So that's big fun. And my oldest daughter has their dance show off Sunday afternoon. Alright. So now we only have to he only needs to kill one more counselor and we're in fights to the death. And we're gonna end the day right here. We've still got our 9 vitamins. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, day 1. And I know where to go in the cave, I just don't really trust myself doing it well with a slow counselor. I mean, I could just walk in to Pamela, get the sweater in the safer route, but I don't need it. Yep, gotta make sure it's night. Unfortunately, There is no one Jason's going to be attacking here. Is there a better weapon that I can get? We already got the torch. Can't get a better weapon till day 3. That sucks. Now I can't do fights to the death either. Okay, so we got a new plan now. We're gonna get the pitchfork. Hey, there we go. Thankfully, I was far enough along the killing zombies. But I'm gonna have to be really because I can't drop under those 9 vitamins. Actually, this could be fine. If Jason attacks another counselor and we get into fights to the death, that's not a big deal. I just fight him in a cabin. Fight him in a cabin, we're fine. No big deal. No Wheel of Counselors. Unfortunately, with how Stream Elements is set up, I can only have 1 wheel. But like with the challenges like Last One Standing, I kind of let the game pick it for me. Whoever's the farthest away from Jason when he starts is the one that survives. And I actually do plan on making a counselor, like a counselor, not a generator thing, but something where I can type in a command or I can hit a button on Mix It Up and it'll show a random counselor walking out of a cabin, and that's the one I have to use. So that'll still end up working. Let's see, it's 150 seconds before the counselors move, so if whoever's in the top right cabin might end up getting destroyed, which would be ideal. Because we want them to be dead. I'm gonna start building up my machete count here. Perfect. So whoever that is gonna die, and then we'll be in fights to the death the rest of the way. Maybe now I should go get the sweater. That might not be a bad idea at this point. Because with the sweater, I don't think I could do path fights the whole way. Here's my vitamin. But I mean, we're not doing anything. We're waiting for Jason to kill someone. So yeah, let's go get the sweater. The good old conga line. She's so slow. That's why I gotta remember not to do Pamela fights with the slow counselor. She can't move fast enough side to side. Alright, where is the other counselor? Where's George? George is way over there. Diet Debbie is Debbie only, and I have to end the game with 9 or more vitamins. So we are just gonna get the heck out of Dodge here. We're gonna do a little conga line. We're gonna let Jason run throughout the cave loop, and we're just gonna wait for him at the kids. I've got like 13 or 14 vitamins here, so we're fine there. I mean, now if George gets attacked, we're fine. Ooh. Do I even want to try? No, I have to try to get the pitchfork. I'm not going to do day 3 with just the machete. We're getting the pitchfork. And if Debbie gets wrecked, then I just got to hope I have enough vitamins to go. Hey Green, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. They could be coffee. I hear a lot of people call them potions, fruit punch, jars of blood. Come on, Jason. I know you're in the cave, you're having a good time, but I'd really like it if you hurry over here. Rats. 2 zombies. 1 crow. And that's two torch downgrades to a knife that have completely turned a run on its head. It's like, you can see all you'd have to do is cut through that part of the forest and you could very easily get to those cabins. I don't know why they make it seem like, or like, yeah, just walk along the shore. I don't know why they make it seem like they can only be reachable by boat. Okay, zombie, come on. There we go. So this is going to be a fight to the death. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of hits. We're looking at maybe 84, 81. But it's machete versus machete. That's not a good start. Hands, my thumb slipped off of the D-pad. That's okay. We got to end with 9 or more vitamins. Definitely have, I think we've got either 12 or, let's see, there's 14. Did I get all 4? I feel like I missed one. I didn't get one of the 14. So I'm going to say we have 12 vitamins left. He goes so fast. Where did he learn to swim that well? It's like you're wondering about who taught Michael Myers how to drive, who taught Jason how to swim. Because clearly no one at Camp Crystal Lake did. Okay, we'll shift to the right a little bit. Try to slow him down. Jason, you know, this is a very long cabin fight. I'd really appreciate it if you'd go slower. That's better. Let me get in quite a few more hits here. All right, good. Another slow pass. Making great progress. 3, 4, 5. Keep it up. No, Jason, not fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just about 2 bars worth. Perfect, another slow one. When he works like this, you can, his health goes off pretty quickly with that machete. All right, we are at 24 to go. 22. 21. 17. 15. 14. 13. 12. 9. 8. 7. It's amazing how much quicker you can get his health down when he's in a slow pattern. Got him. I'm not sure why they added a cave. There's a lot of weird things like that they did that I have no idea why. Chris Jericho was the host of, I can't remember the show. It was a game show, I think, where people had they had to answer questions right or their stuff would get dropped off a building. Oh yeah, this should be no problem. The most difficult, once I get assuming I don't get completely destroyed trying to get the pitchfork. And I mean, day 3 Pamela, even with the sweater, I don't know how thrilled I am at the thought, but there's really no other option at this point. I don't want to get stuck on a path fight with machete. All right, here we go. Yeah, sweater was definitely worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, she's half dead. 2. This will be 3. Oh, geez, she's so slow. This is gonna be another 2. I can't get out in front of Pamela enough because Debbie's so slow. Got him. Her. Got her. Okay, so that didn't go great, but we still got more than enough. We got the sweater, we got like 12 vitamins. Just gotta get to Jason, hopefully before he reaches the kids, because I will let that batch go instead of doing a cabin fight on a fight. Well, actually, no, a cabin fight with only 32 hits isn't too bad. But that doesn't matter because we are there. Hey, Steven, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the good luck. All right, Jason. Where are you? Debbie's got the sweater, she's got the pitchfork, and you're gonna get skewered. Come on. So much waiting. Didn't even have to use a vitamin. Let's go. Welcome in, Owl. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the Gigantify. Much appreciated. Freddy's got that. His hand is like contorted way behind his head. That looks like it'd be painful. Thanks for the GG, Steven. Yeah, sweater was clutch there. Don't think that would have worked very well without the sweater. Well, we've definitely got time for more. Let's see what our first challenge on this next one will be. I mean, the pitchfork is what you start with in the Jason versus Freddy. We just did Diet Debbie. That's the third time the wheel has come up with Diet Debbie. Thanks for the GG's, Dimension X. All right, stone only. Can't do Dead Rising with stone only. Gave us 2 greens, now it's giving us 2 reds. This is possible, I don't like it. But it is possible. Stone only and no jumping. So no jumping, I mean, I'm not going to be getting items anyway on a stone only. Ugh. But what we have to do here is every fight is going to be a cabin fight. Welcome in, Kyoto. Thanks, Kyoto. Thanks for the GGs. I can talk. This has completely destroyed my brain. All right, so we are going to kill everybody, but I guess Paul's closest. We're going to leave Chrissy alive. And we're going to set up fights to the death. I don't like no jumping needs to be moved over a little bit. There, that's better. Well, Laura's pretty far away. I think Laura's gonna get eaten by zombies instead. I guess we'll let Jason kill whoever he's attacking there, as long as it's not Chrissy. Hey, zombie, come back here. I know you don't want to touch Laura. It's more like Laura's chasing the zombie here. Alright, so who's he attacking? That'd be George? It is George, okay. Have I jumped? Did I jump with any of the other counselors? Falling doesn't count as a jump. Did I jump with Paul or anything like that? Like, have I jumped with with one of the counselors? There we go, 5 hits. All right, Mark. So Kirsty's up there. So we are going to take Mark. And he is going to go wait at the kids. Okay, I'm holding my other hand up here just so I don't accidentally, like, jump out of habit. So since we got 1 bar of his health gone, instead of doing 160 rock hits in the cabin here, we only have to do 155. Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute, do I have to do a reset here already? So now we wait for Jason again. There we go. 155 hits. Day 3 is where this gets really painful. Ow. That's not a good start. And on day 3, I could potentially try to save some time by having one of the counselors get into a fight to the death on the path and just see if I can mash like 5 or 6 bars down. But I don't know how much I trust it.
Just checking. Yeah, 2 corpses, everything's fine.
Welcome in, Cheese. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the 2 corpses bits. Much appreciated. Clue is one of the best movies ever. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, like, zombies should not be able to jump out of a lake like that. I can imagine, like, they're falling into the pit and they're doing pinballs off of the wall. Jeez, his health is just not moving. And the game did give us 2 green challenges last run, so 2 reds is, at least it wasn't stone only in perfect game, giving the God Run combination. In the case of Laura, I like to think she was just walking and she tripped. It was amusing to see the zombie effectively trying to get away from Laura, though. Hey Akio, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, my youngest daughter does not like that. She hates Baby Saja. All because his voice is too deep. Like, his name is Baby and his voice is so deep when he raps, I don't like it. So naturally, that had to be a sound alert. Synchronized zombie swimming would definitely be interesting. Wonder if we could get, like, multiple zombies on the screen instead of just one. Yeah, Jason sees the rocks. He's like, oh, this is going to be easy. I mean, right now, he's technically about even with Mark here. This is only day 1. I'm kind of tempted to move to the left with him when he backs up like that and try to slow it down a little. The Bidet of Evil is one of my favorite lines from Buffy. I haven't heard anything about when the continuation has the continuation is supposed to start. I was a Buffy kid. Saw Sarah Michelle Gellar in Scream 2. CC was one of my favorite characters just because it was Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's also great as Helen Shivers. Yeah, it'd be. I think in Friday the 13th Revisited, he'll punch your head off. Not like Julius style. I know there's one where he crushes your head, or he like squeezes it off. Maybe he doesn't punch it off. Like he'll pick you up by the throat and squeeze and then pop. The little kills in that game were like not the ones where you're just fighting him, but the ones where like the environmental kills where you run into him like that are just so good. All right, we're down to less than 25. 20 hits. And then things are going to get a lot slower as we get, well, not a lot. It could be a decently fast on day 2 if he's going slow. And then day 3 is going to be like 7 or 8 minutes of misery. I don't even know what, wait. He is on the forest route now, I think. Not that that really matters. Alright, day 1, done. Can't jump. Oh yeah, when he just looks down. It's like, what is this? Actually, this could work. That's right, I can't jump. I was about to jump over that zombie or like run through it, but we're gonna conserve the health. They move faster on day 2. Now, I think Jason should have enough time to run through the forest, assuming he is on the forest route, and attack Mark while we're doing our little conga line here. You gonna attack him, Jason? There we go. I was gonna say, I don't want to run into him on a path. I'm trying to avoid that, because no jumping, that means it's basically death for that counselor. Alright. So we got 160 hits on this. We're gonna use Chrissy, because she's better. Though the throwing arm doesn't really matter in cabins, it's just how fast they can walk back and forth. Gotta take advantage of every chance you have. Can't miss those rocks. This one's so much faster on the previous run with the machete. 3 hits per bar versus 5 with the rock. Uh-oh. Well, that worked. Didn't get hit. The dodge was a lot earlier than I would have liked, but ended up getting a triple on it as he backed up, which was nice. You don't see a lot of triple hits on day 2. Just because he is going a smidge faster. Either that or my timing is just always off on day 2. Okay, good. He slowed down again. Gotta stop doing these really early dodges. We don't want Chrissy to die here. Hit B a little early. If you're not out of the throwing animation, you can't throw, and I hit B while I was still in the throwing animation. Come on, Jason, slow down. There we go. And with all the slow patterns here, his health is going down at a somewhat decent rate. And day 3 is still gonna suck. Still kind of tempted to just do 5 or 6 bars with one counselor, let them die in the fight to the death, and then hope I don't screw up on day 3, but I should play it safe. Don't want to end up having to restart this. That could be why he's changing his running. I think it... Oh, Chrissy. Why am I blaming Chrissy for that? That's me. It kind of reminds me of, I think, what's the game called? Die Hard, where the speedrun is basically running back and forth over glass for a little bit. I watched Arcus play that so much years ago. That was like the Christmas stream game. Unfortunately, these dodge fails are 100% on me. It's not like it's not... Well, if my thumb slips off the D-pad, that's still on me, but it's not like the controller not registering an input. That's just me. I'm dodging way too early. It feels like his health just stopped moving when he got down to about half. One, 2, 3. Okay, this is not looking great for our girl Chrissy here. I think she might... Is she 1 hit from death or 2? I don't want to find out. Jason, slow down. Let me get... Actually, maybe it's better if he goes fast. It's a lot slower, but when he's moving slower, I'm dodging so early. And then I'm getting hit. So maybe I'm better off with the slower, but less likely for me to dodge extra early and appear right in front of his face as his fist is landing. Still so many hits left. I think we got about 40. Yep, that's 40 now. When his health is on the edge of that A, that's 8 bars left. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that is 6 times 5. 30. Okay, 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 18. 17. 16. 15. 13. 12, 11, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, what? I was off. I can't count. I took my finger off of the controller and he wasn't dead. Hey Jeremy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, basically that's what I was doing. He do it fast dodge and I'm just leaning right into the rock. It was terrible. Wait a minute. Go this way right away. Okay, I was worried he was gonna pop up over there. Like, holding my hand up here, we're making sure we're not jumping. He should be on the forest route. Wait, why am I doing that? Let's play it safe. Yes, that's playing it safe. Grow right into the zombie. That's just brilliant. Okay, so now we are just gonna sit here. And we're gonna wait. Actually, like, Stone Only with, well, actually, Stone Only and Afraid of the Dark could be... Depending on how you play it, that could be really bad. Like, if you just do fights to the death, it's not terrible, it's just a standard path fight Stone Only. But if you try to keep everyone alive, you're taking so many zombie hits. Now, that's one of the reasons I like, I started putting them on the screen like that, so I can just glance over quick and make sure that I'm not on the wrong one. Because they do start to blur together after a while. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be painful. It starts to, like, right in here on my left hand. It's about usually no later than halfway through the day, it starts to really sink in. One, actually I don't even need to count hits here. We have 158 of these to go. I could do the long dodge, which is much faster, but that also, you've got a 4-frame window, which is about 1/15 of a second to dodge, and even though I wouldn't say comfortable doing it when he's got the axe and the punch, for some reason when he has the machete, I am just absolutely terrible at timing that. But basically, right when he stops in front of you, you dodge, and if you time it right, we'll try it on his next little pass here. See, it's a lot faster, but that tends to happen. I got one of them, but when you're trying to do like endurance things like this where you don't want to take hits, you gotta play it as safe as possible. And the long dodge is not safe. It's a lot faster though. So here we're looking for him to leave the corner. When he leaves the corner, that was really early. You do your dodge, you do 2 in a row. And then if you dodge early enough, I like to look for, like, right as he's starting to leave the corner. If he's leaving the right side of the screen and his movement and my left dodge are in sync, that tells me I'm pretty much on schedule to hit him as he backs up. I just have to make sure I wait till I'm done dodging to do my throw. So let's see, I think looks like maybe 25 in, so we got 134 more to go. That is one nice thing about this, is you can see how much health he has left. When you're doing this on the path, if you're not counting, you're just kind of like, okay, it feels like I've been doing this for an hour. He's got to be almost dead now. Oh, I just had a terrible thought too. I was like, oh, I haven't had to use the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot yet tonight. Which means that our next challenge is going to be with the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot. I just cursed myself. Alright, so I'm going to guess we're down to maybe 125. Or is that 130? It's hard to tell when there's still this much left. It's 8:30, we still got more than enough time tonight. I didn't even have to wake up for work for another 8 hours. So we're in great shape. Got the 3 of a kind done. Did a Diet Debbie Afraid of the Dark. Hopefully we'll finish out Stone Only No Jumping. 42, excellent. So we're 1/4 of the way there. Assuming I'd actually hit him with these rocks. Wow, that punch hurt. And one bright side is if I get him down to like 4 bars and Mark dies, we'll just wait on the other side of the lake and mash him down. This is so long. At least Jason doesn't change speeds or anything. If he had like a little bit of a variable speed, where he could go from this speed to like a little faster or something like that, and his speed switched up, that would be so difficult. That's part of what makes day 2 harder than day 3 a lot of the time. It's just once you get really used to dodging him, the variable speed is absolutely crazy. But here, it's the exact same loop, it's the exact same speed over and over and over again until one of you is dead. Alright, perfect, so we're down to about 100 hits to go. Thank you, Kyoto. We would be down to 100 if I was actually throwing my rocks properly. There we go. Get back in that rhythm. Alright, so that's probably, I'm guessing, maybe 95 left. Stop trying to hit the button before you're done dodging. So we're getting close to halfway. Halfway would be 80. I feel like I've got like 9 hits before a bar went. Ads at 60, lovely. Thanks, Twitch. I really wish they'd let you do more to not have ads. That's fine. It looks like we should be... When this next bar goes away, that should be 70... Which puts us at almost half. Actually, it looks like we're above half now. Nice. And we get down to the edge of the A. I know that's 40 hits to go. Actually, yeah, we're not halfway there yet. Maybe. I'm trying to keep glancing down at the health bar and doubling the size of the J, A, and SO. Actually, yeah, those would be the same width, wouldn't they? So maybe we are over halfway there. I assume they're halfway at least. They're the same width, but actually maybe they're not. Because the J doesn't look like it. Well, I should stop trying to stare at how wide I think the letters in Jason are. Should actually be watching Jason here. Pay more attention to what he's doing and less attention to the other little things going on in the game. Well, that's not even going on, just the other things that are sitting there. 2, 1, 2, missed. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fine, get rid of that bar of health. There we go. Multiple, that's 2. 3. Alright, one more and we'll have another bar gone. Hey Alec, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, we're down over half. 75 more is halfway there. See, I think... No, I gotta stop looking at the A. I'm trying to see when his health bar gets down to that A. So we could be at... Can't tell if it's 50 or 55. Well, good to have you back. Hope things, hope it's good busy and not bad busy. Okay, that's 45. Almost 1/4 left. 2, 3. And this one will be 75% of the way there. We have 40 to go. He says as he doesn't throw the rock again. 38. Not gonna count down the whole way. I think Jason should appreciate that this is happening with just rocks. I mean, it might not feel good. He might be very bruised, especially in his ego. What? Oh, maybe I just missed that bar going down. It's like, wait, we have to be at 35 by now, but okay, there we go. That's 30 to go. Getting so close. And had to do 96 on the previous challenge with the machete. I could see Pamela doing that. Yes, massagers. Probably a lot of those around Crystal Lake. 25, we're almost at 20. I think that's 21 maybe? Nope, that's 21. Okay, I was gonna say, if that's not 21, then this next one is definitely 21. 19. 18, that was a really tight dodge. I feel like I probably should have taken a hit there. $15 to go. Hey Dave, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that, it was nice to just kind of be able to sit down and go over everything that I was doing as I played the game. Like, some of the other videos for this took a lot longer than that one to cut together. This would be a great game to run, though. You love the Roger Rabbit resets. And this game might be bad RNG-wise, but Roger Rabbit is so much worse. Almost there. Oh, throw the rock, Mark. Kind of tempted to try long dodges here just because, but I don't want him to die and then have to come back with Chrissy again. There we go. Oh man, that hurts. We all say you love Roger. Even if you don't like Roger Rabbit, your chat has determined that you love Roger Rabbit. Thanks, Kyoto. Welcome in, Rat. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, Mark makes Little Rat look pathetic. Thanks for the GG's, Alec. Brody. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, if anyone here is not following Junkyard Dave or anyone on YouTube, he's really close to 1,000 subs. So he's one of the people, like, when I'm working in the morning, I'll hang out on his Twitch chat. Thanks, Dave. So Dave is very good people. You should go give him a sub. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. And it is time for, yeah, we definitely got time for another spin combo. We already did Diet Debbie, so we're not gonna. Oh, no map! I love no map. All right, this is good. Midnight Sun. Yeah, that works. So we can't let it get to be it has to remain day, and we can't use the map. There's my overlay. Midnight Sun and no map. No map hardly ever shows up. Yeah, YouTube is a completely different animal than Twitch. But there's so much, like, I wish YouTube would do more, like, Twitch has all the fancy stuff, like the channel points and Twitch definitely does more with the viewer experience, but YouTube is, YouTube, the splits are a lot better. Like, YouTube, you get a 70-30 split on everything, whereas Twitch, even if you're Partner Plus, you don't get, I think, does Partner Plus go up to 70-30 on, like, a third tier or something like that, or is it just 60-40 on Twitch? No map, and alright. We're gonna reset. Oh, that wasn't the select screen yet. I hope this was Chrissy. Alright, so I can't go in and out of cabins too much. Oh, how do I want to do this? Oh, I should have killed everybody. Oh. Actually. No map. Okay, as long as I don't look at the map, we're fine. We're gonna change. And I have to kill everybody. I have to kill people off here. We gotta do fights to the death. But we have to make sure it doesn't hit dusk first. And if I can do half of the quick torch today, then I can do the other half tomorrow. I just gotta be really... Okay, he's dead. Gotta look down. Because this, if you enter and leave cabins, that's what cycles nighttime. Welcome back, Chris. 300 unique paid subs is just absurd. Even 100 is nuts. Oh, so Paul's already dead. So he must be attacking Debbie. All right, look down again. Oh, okay. All right, I know exactly where Debbie is. Just made it. So this has to be Mark, so this would be Chrissy. I almost forgot to look down. And that would have been a problem. There it is. I was gonna say, there's gotta be a vitamin popping up here. Oh, well, so much for getting that torch. But we did successfully keep it from getting to be dusk. Let's see. Trying to think of how many cabin entries. I need 4, I think, to get the torch. 1 to get the note. 2, 3 to get the other note. And then 4 to get the torch itself. Holy buckets, thank you so much for the bits, Rowan. Much appreciated.
As a kid, I was always afraid of this game. Never touched it at my local rental store. Now, as an adult, I am afraid of the purple overalls. Love what you do and keep up the good work.
Yeah, Jason, the purple and teal is, I feel like it's a little more horrifying than his normal camp look. Yeah, enjoy that Crispin Glover dance. Thank you very much. Oh, welcome in, Angel. Welcome in, Atma. Hope you're having good Wednesdays. Yeah, we do lots of Friday the 13th. On weekends, usually like a Link to the Past or Super Metroid randomizers. I'm hoping... well, not hoping. I will be doing Castlevania 2 rando at some point. I'm just trying to find a tracker that I like. Actually, I'll have to ask Steven what tracker he uses for Castlevania 2. I think I found the item tracker, but I'm not sure what like if he uses a map tracker. Because Steven's really good at Castlevania 2. I've talked to Bedwall. I think Bedwall won the 2023 Belmonts and Training Tournament for Simon's Quest Rando. Yeah, Simon's Quest is my third favorite NES game. Behind second is this, and first is G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero. Stop jumping on the axe, Chrissy. That can't feel good. Even though it's not your fault, it's mine. So I had to get 120 hits here. He should be almost dead. Guess not. That was 1 bar. There we go. Okay, looking down. Alright, so I am on the opposite side of the lake. That's not where I want to be. Yeah, that is day 1. We're gonna let this batch of kids go. And I'm gonna do something that could be very stupid. I'm gonna try to just do the full quick torch today. I believe I should have 1 more cabin entry after this, though. That's 1. That's 2, 3... Then we'll have 4. No, I want this. This will be 4. Now I have abs. Yep, okay, it's still light. We're good, but I have no idea which route he's on. I'm gonna assume he's going to the forest. I almost went and looked at the map. That is the wrong... Wait, what? Oh, that's the wrong spot. I thought I was going into the forest there, but that wasn't the case. Okay, this is fine. Give me the other vitamin. Then we are gonna run back over here, and hopefully I made it in time. If Jason is on the forest route, he'll be showing up right about here shortly. If he's not... Yep, perfect. Got him. So now we only have 32 hits. Hey, Tech Guy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Actually, I've got vitamins. We're just gonna mash. Come back here, you coward. There we go. All right, we're looking down. All right, we know he's on the forest route. I almost looked at the map again. All right, this is the... Okay, this is the North Forest exit. Just making sure we don't have a knife popping up around here. Ooh, ER with your 3-year-old? Sorry to hear that. Hope everything's okay. Hey Max, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The midnight sun means that we can't let it get to be dusk or night. So we only get 4 cabin entrances or exits a day. And we are just about to clear this one up. Got him. So there's still time for more. Ooh, sliced her finger on... That's rough. Thanks, Alec. Thanks, Kyoto. Thanks, Brody. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, there's still time. Yeah, I have to get up for work at 4:30, but we're doing another one. Oh wow, no stitches. That's surprising. Those things can bleed like crazy. We already did stone only. We're not doing that again. I already did Afraid of the Dark too. But we already did Afraid of the Dark. Oh, why did I respin? I should have just kept known. Oh, that's bad. Thanks, Angel. I should have just done Stone Only and Afraid of the Dark. So with these, I get 2 chances. If I screw it up once, I get 1 reset. I should have kept Stone Only and and Afraid of the Dark. NES Advantage and no move. This is gonna be such a big fail. Was it no moving left and NES Advantage? This is gonna be so bad. And the hard part is just like with the way the NES Advantage the way the little thing is set up, I'm just gonna bump it to the left. I'm gonna bump left and it's gonna be over. Hey Vort, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. A fish hook in his finger? Oh yeah, the fish hooks, they have those little like, what do you call it? Is it like a barb on the end to keep the fish from getting loose? And if that gets in your skin, then that also keeps you from getting it out. I did make a comment a little bit earlier that I haven't had to use the NES Advantage or the Quick Shot yet today, so... Okay, so we can't move left. Oh, that's right, the B button sticks. I forgot that the B button sticks. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, this is good. We're gonna do it. Mark, Paul, Laura, Debbie, Chrissy. I have a plan forming in my head. Oh, the quick shot is definitely, it makes things so hard. But I do like using it. Just, oh, No, I should make no moving left red. It should be a red challenge. 4 spins, if I ever start getting really good at 3 spins, I'd probably try 4. But, nope. Technically I can move left in the cabins, I just try not to. Okay, last try before we have to do another set of spins. I had a great plan for how I was gonna do this too. That's right, I gotta be careful about jumping, because I don't want to, like, if I jump by my knife or something, I have to do a full loop around to get it back. What cabin is this? Okay, we got the knife. I don't care who that is, they're dying. My only concern right now is getting Chrissy the torch. I will let everybody else die, and then I will just go and sit there and mash. That is my plan. I know I've been utilizing fights to the death a lot tonight, and that key was perfect. And I am going to continue utilizing fights to the death tonight. Okay, so that's the forest. We already got a key. I want that vitamin. Give it to me. Yes. Up, up, down, up. Very careful. I didn't get the first torch note. I was so excited about that working out that I forgot that you have to get the torch note. The Wilford Brimley hack is amazing. I forgot the note. What? Where's the note? Oh, this is the wrong room. Let's try this again. Right, right. Up, right. There's my note. Hey Evan, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, I got my copy of, my complete in box copy of Ghostlion when I still had that I got from Greg. Every time we go up to that area, I have to stop at Game Trade. Yep, September the 27th. That is such a great hack. Holy buckets, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, Jacob. Much appreciated. We have Vor, we have Bundy Chicks, we got JB, Kryptonian Dunn, and Joe Knows. Enjoy your counselor badge, enjoy your emotes, enjoy your early access to videos, courtesy of Jacob. Oh, I like your George avatar, Evan. What is happening? Oh. Okay, I must have bumped the slow button instead of start. That was terrifying. It's like, what happened? Start. Okay, this is fine. Now we have to run all the way back around. G.I. Joe, I was always into G.I. Joes as a kid. Like, I had not a ton of the toys, maybe like 15, 16 of the action figures and a couple vehicles. But I rented a Real American Hero game once, and I don't know, that it just spoke to me, kind of like this game does. I don't think I've ever played a platformer that is that clean and polished. Plus it's G.I. Joe. Like, this was one of the, like, this and that were like 2 of the few games where you had specific characters that did different things, and they all had different abilities and weapons and jumps and... Oh, nice. The Super Metroid rando is so much fun. Well, the map rando is. I'm not as fond of the, like, Varia or the other versions, but... Take. Alright, so... if I go left here, it's not that big of a deal. But I still try to avoid it. But we are just going to get rid of everybody else. Gotta remember not to run to the left there. We can go to the right. Yeah, I do. I have done a little bit of G.I. Joe. I did the... Well, I still have to actually go back and finish the retro achievements for G.I. Joe. I did the first and second quest, but I haven't done the third quest yet. I'm not touching the controller because we don't want to have anything bad happen here. Like me accidentally moving to the left. Come on, zombies. There are 2 of you. Alright, so the kid timer is gonna reset. For the sake of Crystal Lake, we cannot leave Laura. She has to go. Oh, you get a Saturday night off. Awesome. Yeah, the cabins are so, like, the cabins look so much different than the other stuff. There was it's kind of, is it like I think it's a Doom mod that, like, makes Friday the 13th 3D. You get to meet Kevin Smith, too? Meeting Kevin Smith would be amazing. I love Resident Evil. I actually have to go back and finish the retro achievements for Chris, too. Why am I running? Oh, okay, wait. We're gonna have to be really careful about this here. I have no idea how many vitamins I have, and I can't move left. Alright, so we'll just kind of sit here. Nope. As long as, if I get to play as Nemesis, I would definitely play Laura versus Nemesis. I know so many people that are like, they have Resident Evil 9 pre-ordered, and I'm like, I can't pre-order it right now, because we spent, the cruise my wife went on was very expensive, so I'm waiting a couple months to, like, waiting for a little bit of a price drop or something before I grab that. Come on. Oh, I don't know how many vitamins I have. Uh-oh. Okay. So Jason is... I think he's on the forest route now? Yeah, I gotta... Actually, I should duck into a cabin and see how many vitamins I actually have. So I have 1, okay. Now I have 2. And assuming Jason is on the forest route, like I believe he is, we should run into him here. If he's on the cave, yep, he's here. Got him. Okay, I got 2 vitamins for day 3. And Chrissy is in the perfect spot. So Jason's gonna loop around the right side of the map, cut through the North Forest. Then he's gonna go this way. And he's gonna end up right here. So all I'm gonna do is stand here. I'm gonna keep the hand up here so we don't accidentally move to the left. Hopefully if we get a crow popping up, it'll be, well, I guess I can jump if it's a high crow. I have 2 vitamins to use. So we're good. I just gotta make sure when Jason pops up, I gotta shift a little bit to the right so I don't end up having any torches land in front of him. Got him. Okay. The NES advantage is mean. Thanks for the GG's, Chris, Jeremy, Brody, Jacob. You know what? Thanks, Kyoto. It's 9:07. I'm doing more. I didn't get to stream at all last week. Thanks for Angel. Don't want to do repeats like that though. Yeah, we'll put all items in there, but we can't. I haven't done all items yet, but we can't do. Well, no, we can't. Let's just do the stone only. Oh no, we can't do stone only in Immortal. We can all items in Immortal. Why did I spin again? All items in Immortal. This is fine. It'd probably help if I put the controller back in the right spot there. All right. All items in Immortal. This is gonna be long. Actually, well, I'm gonna have to get a flashlight. That's the problem. Shift that over a little bit. It wouldn't be a wheel spin night if I didn't have to do Immortal. All right, so why are you way over there, Chrissy? So, you know, we can do, well, this is good. Unfortunately, we're gonna, just based off of how this setup was here, we're gonna have to use, Mark as our main. Just because he's so much closer. But we're gonna get our machete here. All right, so we've got knife, we've got machete. Why am I going this way? I wish it was that instead of Immortal Run. Okay, so who's he? Doesn't matter who he's killing. We're gonna start spawning items with Mark, and we're gonna run around the overworld here and collect every knife and every vitamin that we can find. Because I don't want to end up losing my torch to a knife. And we still do have Chrissy with a knife and key. Did I just run right by a, I did run right by a large cabin. That's awesome. Way to go, me. If you get a knife with one counselor, it won't appear with a different counselor, so that's why we're just grabbing these and getting them out of the way. Wait, I have to go. I'm lighting fireplaces. So Jason's going to be going into the cave, but we're going to stay ahead of him here and go in this direction to light these fireplaces. Because Jason goes into the cave and he starts running to the left. But I'm ahead of him right now, so I can keep running to the left. There we go, vitamin, thank you. I want to collect as many vitamins as I can with Mark then, because we're going to get the sweater, and then on day 3, we are just going to mash his face off for like 90 bars of health. Yeah, so I don't need to get the machete. I'll get the axe when we do the quick torch with, when we get Mark his quick torch. Alright, so there's a knife. Let's keep heading this way. Got another knife. I just gotta be really careful about running in. I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot to make Jason immortal when we get to that point. Otherwise, that's a reset, and you don't want to have to reset an immortal run. They're so long. Don't need the keys. Alright, so we gotta go down to the left there. There should be another knife here. Is that Chrissy? It is Chrissy. Well, we can't have that. Alright, so we'll get this. We're gonna save the torch cabin for our flashlight. Actually, no, we didn't even need to do that. Up here. We'll let Jason have a batch of kids. Actually, let's light this one too while we're in here. Actually, maybe I should keep these kids alive just to be extra cautious. Alright, we got this knife. Right now, I'm not too worried about the kids. The woods, up until a couple weeks ago when I first figured out, like when I first noticed the pattern where if there's 2 down paths in the woods, then that can take you out, and 2 up paths takes you into a cabin. That was such a big game changer there. Alright, so we'll kick Jason out of the kids here. Oh, there's a knife there. That's not great. Is there another counselor here? I don't want to switch to Laura, but... I need to pick up this knife, and then we've got to speed kill her. Hopefully she'll be dead before the kids die, so we can reset the kid timer. Come on, Laura. There we go. Kids are. We still got this batch of kids. That's good. So now that timer resets. So even if there's just one kid left in the cabin, the timer has to still go down to 0 before that kid will actually die. So we still have effectively 3 full cabins of kids right now. Yeah, the wolves are, they're a big problem. You have to basically go slower in the woods and keep a zombie on the screen just to avoid dealing with the wolves. Oh, yes, I will take this vitamin. Alright, so this is our last cabin. Alright, so all we have left now is the sweater and the pitchfork. I think there is another knife. I shouldn't be jumping around just in case. Alright, let's get Debbie out of here. And then who's left? Paul. Paul's the only other one left. Okay. This is fine. Oh, that's right. Using Mark on, especially on day 2, it's not as bad. But using Mark on day 1 is incredibly slow. Actually, we're gonna kick Jason out of here first. Whoops. Alright. So Jason's gone there. Then we have to have Paul die. Then we can just take Mark over to the lake. And we can wait for Jason. We can kill him as he goes into the lake. Yeah, we do like Paul, but unfortunately he doesn't do much for us in this this challenge. And we already got rid of that machete there. Well, part of me is like, oh, I should just run through the forest and grab the rest of the vitamins now, but that's a bad move. Because if I try to grab the rest of the vitamins, I could run into Jason, and the way to make Jason immortal is when his health is empty, you have to leave the screen and come back. Or just leave the screen, and it'll revive him with an extra 256 bars. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But if I run through the forest, I could run into him kind of in no man's land where there's no path for me to leave, and then you're just kind of stuck. Trying to stay in the middle. Whoops. Okay, I thought he was closer to dead than that. There we go. Alright, so now we have 255 more hits to go. Hopefully I will not lose vitamin with Mark. God, Mark's throwing... Like, Chrissy's throwing arm is so much better for this when Jason's moving that slow. Nope, got too greedy because Mark's throwing arm is so bad. I'm like, I just want to speed this along. Whoops, why'd I do that? I was trying to shift my chair a little bit up because I realized I was sitting really far back. Not a problem, Remy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of the night. I'm not sure who discovered the Immortal. The one that pointed it out to me was Bedwell Blackburn. And I know, like, it was known, but it was known earlier because 8-Bit Steve mentioned it in the easy way. But at that point, I'm not sure if they... I know, like, he mentioned it was a soft lock, but I think that was just... That was more of a who is gonna be crazy enough to sit there and try to hit Jason 256 times. There's one vitamin. Because for most people, they probably would consider it a soft lock, just because generally you're not playing the game like this. You're not like, hey, well, let's make Jason immortal and then try to beat him all 3 days as a challenge. Okay, so we're down to 5 vitamins. We'll have 11, I think, when we go through the forest. Is there still one other one out there somewhere? God, Mark, your throwing arm is so bad. I should have thought about that and made sure, even though Chrissy was starting in a much further away spot, I should have taken her anyway. I mean, once you get the pitchfork, the throwing arm doesn't matter. I think there's one knife left in the forest, and I know exactly where it is, because that's the one that I screwed up and grabbed when I was doing the, definitive guide. That's in the 3rd section of the forest that I go to. Stop. I just jumped right onto that axe. Well, our mashing Jason with the sweater on day 3 is not going to be as good as I'd like now. Unless I can somehow go the rest of this day without getting hit again. That was 6, very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3. I have no idea how much he has left. Yeah, I don't want to I definitely don't want to follow my definitive guide in that regard, because, I mean, it was, I guess, maybe it definitely increased the run time, which I didn't want, but I didn't, looking back at it, I feel like the quick torch was I explained it a lot better the second time around. It wouldn't have been so bad if I wouldn't have intentionally downgraded my first torch. Did I downgrade a torch to a knife? Or was it like an axe or something? I did an intentional downgrade to show how that works, but I can't remember what weapon I downgraded. That was so close. Mark's like, I just need this day to end so I can use the first aid kit. This has to be almost done, doesn't it? Actually, no, it doesn't. think we're still a long way to go. This is just day one. That was close. So yeah, these hits come a lot slower when you're using Mark. Yeah, that was a 5-hit pass. Very nice. One, two, three, four, five. Should not have done that 5th one. I can't be getting too aggressive here just in the name of trying to speed this up. Because 1 vitamin use is going to be like 6 or 7 hits on day 3 when you can only get 1 hit per pass instead of like 4 to 6. Or more like 3 to 6 at this point. Oh, I tried to throw a... Yes, there we go. Okay. Oh, that sucked. All right, day 2. Mark is good. I mean, Jason's going to be attacking the kids. This is fine. And then he's going to go over to the cave. We can work with this. All right, so first things first. We're grabbing our... Oh, this is the vitamin I already got. Okay. This is where the other knife shows up. So let's just run down there. We'll get that. Then we go to the left. There'll be 2 more vitamins. Or it'll spawn in the zone a little bit off to the side. Oh boy. Okay. This might not work to get the sweater. Jason and I are kind of converging on the cave right now. Okay, good. We're in the clear. Is there a knife over there that I didn't pick up? Okay, good. There's a total of 7 in the woods, and I grabbed 1 earlier. Oh yeah, there's 14 total vitamins, and 7 of them are in the woods. Okay, so we got this one will be a single. Next dive is a double. Then it's gonna basically be singles until she's dead. All right, now only item we have left to get is a pitchfork. I'm just gonna jump, make sure we don't have a knife over here. And we do not, so we're just gonna hang out here. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 32 hits, he'll be, and then we can make him immortal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Geez, can I not get 3 hits in with Mark? With Chrissy, I can do 3 hits on a pass like this, and that makes things so much quicker. But Mark's throwing arm is just so bad that I don't know how that works. Just do 2 until we can at least make sure... I want him to die in the middle so I can make sure I've got time to get him immortal. There we go. Alright. Yep. That's right, Tech Guy. The North and South Woods share their items. So if you get the 7, or like if you grab a knife in the North Forest, that same knife won't appear in the South Forest. Even though the North and South Forest they have like different, they're basically 2 different mazes. They do share their items. Alright, so here we know Jason... Why? Or just let Mark get hit in the back. That's good too. So after this day is done, we just have to... I mean, if I get stuck on a path with Jason before I can get the pitchfork with Mark, I have to let him kill me. Because I can't complete the run without the pitchfork, so it's either reset and start over, or go into get the pitchfork with Chrissy using a knife, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Chrissy's still got a vitamin. And then try to do a full Immortal day 3, which I can do. Okay, good. My neck was really itchy. Had to take care of that quick. One, two. So I think what the plan will be for day 3 is we'll have to see where Mark spawns first. And I guess technically if Chrissy's closer to the cave, I could just get the pitchfork with her and then bring it to Mark. Like, that would work too. But I just gotta, like, I think Jason would have been leaving he'd be leaving the cave loop here, but I can't be positive. He might have been entering it, and if I run right for the pitchfork here, I might run into him. So I might be better off waiting till he attacks the kids to make my run at the pitchfork, just to make sure he's stuck in one place. And then saving that one kid at the end there would have been a huge game changer. Because if he kills another batch of 5, we'd have 1 kid left. God, I missed being able to do 3 hits reliably on a pass. That cuts the time of this basically in half. Well, not in half, but like by a third. Because if you're only able to get 2 every pass, that's still going to end up being 128 times you have to do this. Oh, hey Dank, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. No problem. Thanks for watching them. Hopefully they were useful. Ow. Stop jumping on axes. I've already let Mark get hit in the back once. 1, 2... Yeah, day 3 should actually, hopefully not be too bad. Just because we'll have the sweater, we'll have 12 vitamins, I think. And we'll be using the pitchfork. And even Mark can throw the pitchfork with his terrible arm. Hey Heathcliff, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We are killing Jason in an Immortal all-item run because the wheel hates me. But it wouldn't be a wheel spin night without getting Immortal. The wheel absolutely loves Immortal runs. See, I'm guessing we're probably about halfway done on day 2 right now. Really miss being able to do 3 hits a pass. Nope. The sweater is really coming in clutch here. this, you definitely have time to get seconds. What you're going to be seeing right now for the next probably 2-3 minutes is just this. Just me jumping over Jason when he gets to a corner and then throwing a couple torches at him and repeating the process. So there's plenty of time to get more enchiladas. I keep seeing all these posts about a Chrono Trigger, like Square's secretly working on a remake or a remaster. And I think it'd be great to see that in 2D HD, same with Final Fantasy VI, but I don't know if they're ever gonna touch Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI again. I'd love it if you could use Luminaire on Jason. That would be wonderful. Knock off a big chunk of his health here. Because I have no idea how many hits he has left right now. Oh, Parasite Eve is so good. That's like, every time I get asked if there's one game you could have remade or remastered, what would it be? My answer is always Parasite Eve. I got these great shirts. It's a shirt for the opera. It's like Melissa Pierce burns down the house, and it's got like critic reviews with one guy saying I literally spontaneously combusted. And I love that shirt so much, and nobody in my personal life understands it. Even when I wear it places, they're like, oh, you're wearing an opera shirt. I'm like, yeah, this is what happened in Parasite Eve. I'm like, okay. Yeah, if I could have one game redone, it would definitely be Parasite Eve. I would like a 2D HD or something of 6, but I can play 6 like the Pixel remaster. I can play it on Game Boy Advance. The only thing I have to play Parasite Eve outside of like an emulator is my old PlayStation Vita. Assuming that thing even still works. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is, it cycles between my favorite game ever and my second, depending on how I feel at the moment about 7 Days to Die. Because 7 Days to Die just has so much replayability. And I don't know if 7 Days to Die would even be considered a modern game, because it was, I think, the original early access was like 2012. Oh, Final Fantasy VIII? Yeah, Triple Triad was by far my favorite card game in any of the side quest Final Fantasy games like that. Like, I forget what they called the card game in 9, but I didn't really care for the one in 9. King's Knight was fine. But Triple Triad was, I like Triple Triad. I mean, I liked Final Fantasy VIII, don't get me wrong. But Triple Triad was my favorite part of that game. Until you got the random world thing or whatever, where the rule set was switched to random. I did not like that. Oh, I would definitely buy any kind of Final Fantasy VI remake. I buy day one. All right, Jason, how about you just die before I have to use another vitamin here? And then hopefully, I think I gotta stay out of the way and wait for him to get to the kids. And once he's hitting the kids, I'll go grab the pitchfork, and then we'll just go wait on the other side of the lake. If there's time, if not, I know other places where I can run into him. If I had Chrissy here, this fight would have been over a long time ago. Yeah, I played 6 after I played 7. I played 7 like a month after it was released. Ooh. That could be a potential problem. Mainly if he's not going to the kids right now and he attacks Chrissy and there's a door block. Yeah, that's the problem with Immortal runs. Like, you don't know if he's gonna die. It seems like they're lasting forever. Okay, we are gonna get out of Dodge here. He must not have been hitting the kids yet. He must have been going into the forest, but now Chrissy's out of the line of fire. So we just wait, stand over here, and we wait for the kid buzzer to go off. There we go. Now we go get our pitchfork. And then we run like heck for the other side of the lake. It's gonna do 2, 3, 2, 1. 2 dives. It's gonna be 3. 2. Next is 1. 2. 3. Why couldn't I have done that when I had that perfect game on the 2 weeks ago? The no damage Pamela fight on day 3. That never happens. He does kind of look techno-y. Oh, the ghost train, yeah. Oh, and when Sabin, however you want to pronounce it, suplexes the phantom train. One of the greatest moments in all of gaming. Nope, next up is bedtime. Quick Shot Deadeye would be... Actually, that... have I done Quick Shot Deadeye before? Ooh, there's a knife over there. Gotta be careful about that. Should actually jump around here first. Okay, that's just a key. The knife is further off to the side, so we're fine. Alright, here we go. Where are you? There we go. 2, 3, look at that. Now we've got the throwing arm again. 4, 5. Didn't throw that time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is why we save everything for day 3. This is so much slower. 12, 13, whoops, 14. Lock was great. Apparently a lot of people hate Terra, which I don't understand. I love basically the entire cast of 6. And as far as villains go, like, people like to worship Sephiroth, but what did he accomplish? He didn't do anything. Kefka set out to destroy the world and he succeeded. Kefka destroyed the world. How many villains actually accomplished their goal? Interceptor! Oh crap, lost track of my count. Oh well. We've got the lake path right in the middle. Just gotta remember to run over to that path. There we go. All right, 255 to go. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because I got 12 vitamins, so I'm gonna do this for, let's say, till 46. We'll do this until for another 4 minutes, and then we'll start doing our mash down. Well, Michigan and Ohio State, isn't that like one of the biggest rivalries in college sports? Yeah, I know a lot of people had like well, I did want to revive Eris, or Aerith, depending on how you want to pronounce it, when I played 7 the first time, because Great Gospel was so good, her level 4 limit break. But if I had to choose between her and General Leo, I'd take General Leo. It says you never really get to meet General Leo, and in the original game, I wasn't that big of a fan of Eris, or Aerith, I guess. People probably get mad if I say her name wrong. But then in the remake, I actually really like her. Brianna White just absolutely knocked her out of the park. Well, everyone in the voice cast for the remake for Final Fantasy VII was so good. Like to not keep getting hit here. So I have, because with Jason doing half damage rounded down, those vitamins go a really long way. We have one kid left. We got one kid, Mark and Chrissy. Crystal Lake has been basically thinned out by an immortal Jason. And when my youngest daughter got her Stingray plushie from my wife when she went to Mexico, I told her you could name it Jason, and she just gave me this disgusted look like, no, I'm not going to name my Stingray plushie Jason. Alright, looks like we still got 2 minutes. It's not 9:50 yet. But at 9:50, we start the mash down. Alright, it's 49. 1 more minute of this. I mean, the mash down is not going to kill him. We can probably get like 80 bars or so, maybe knock out a third of his health. I do count the hits during the mash down, just so I have a rough idea. And I actually got to make sure I count vitamin uses too, because I think I only got 12, so I'll maybe do 10 vitamins worth. So nice to do this with a dog bone controller instead of a NES Advantage or a Quick Shot. There we go, 950. $60. Okay, that's 1 vitamin. 2 vitamins. 3 vitamins. 4 vitamins. 5 vitamins. 6 vitamins. 7 vitamins. 8 vitamins. That's 9. Okay, we'll call it there. So that's 9, about 90. Hey Zero, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. See, I was getting about 13 to 14 hits every vitamin, so that's, we'll say, an extra so that's about 100, we'll say 170 hits just to go on the low end. So that's less, let's see. Don't know how many I think I got. Oh, well, I guess that was more than I thought. I could have just done a mash down for the rest of those. That was my math was way off.